Okay, I've got a short video for you here. It's about the Clermont Northampton rugby game yesterday, and the officiating. We know who wins the game. Clermont win, Northampton lose. It's fine. There were just several decisions that a bit of match fixing, to be honest, because someone maybe not match fixing Clermont Northampton, but definitely the officiating being absolutely shocking. The disallowed try that should have been given. I'm not going to go into the rights and wrongs of it and just watch it for yourself. The leg break obviously is a long break in the game, and unfortunately Lopez's leg is just it is horrific. Camille Lopez, I do hope he recovers from this and plays again. It could be a career ender. It really could. It is that serious. That is where the game starts going off track, refereeing wise. But till that point, it has been quite a good game, really. Then there is the Dylan Hartley incident, where he goes in to clear out, and the opposition player just sidesteps out the way. So he's here, now he's gone. Dylan Hartley flies through the gap, and his arm catches Rabat Slimani in the face. A little bit of blood. To me, just a penalty at most, or a talking to saying, just watch your feet next time, watch your arm. Like, I know you've gone for a clear out, and the opposition player has decided just to completely move out of the way. Maybe a penalty for going off your feet. The fact that the opposition player is there and sticks his head up and gets clouted is unfortunate. It is incidental contact. It is not a yellow card. For some reason, it's a yellow card, according to the fourth official and the referee. And you don't hear his explanation apparently you don't hear his explanation to Dylan Hartley. A penalty possibly for, careless. A bit careless. Going off your feet maybe, trying to seal up. I get that. The fact that he's expecting to hit an opposition player and clear him out, that is his job as a forward, or at the breakdown, any player should do. And he's going low as well to get the drive to drive the player away. Player sidesteps out of the way, he drives thin air and flies over and misses and hits clip like that. Anyway, that's the first questioning point. The disallowed try is also the second. Then Morgan Parra getting knocked out cold and the referee rolling him on his side. You actually see the referee going, stop the game. Because if a referee states that the player is unconscious, that player can no longer continue the game, even if he goes for an HIA and is deemed fit to continue, regardless if he's concussed or not, because you can be knocked out and not concussed, which is ironic, but you can. It is provable. And you can be concussed and not knocked out. We're not going to go into concussions on this, but it was in the rule book, if the referee deems a player is unfit to continue and states so, that player cannot continue, regardless. It doesn't matter if it's a head knock or if clearly his collarbone is popping out, and he wants, no, I'm fine. No, you can't continue. You're not in a fit state. Same with cuts. If they keep splitting open, you can say, no, you've had your two, you're done. Because if you get done up once, it's fine. If you have a second one, and you're bleeding again, I think now, no, you're done for the game. Get treatment, get stitches, you're done. No more blood bins. You are off. You only get one blood bin now if you're bleeding, not two. I know that's in rugby league. I think it's union as well. Morgan Parra comes back on the pitch 10 minutes later. He has been sparkoed. And when I say sparkoed, he has been run over. He gets his head on the wrong side. Bang, done. Then there's the Rabat Slimani shoulder to Dylan Hartley's head in the clear out. I'm sorry. He has shoulder charged someone to the side of the head. Dylan Hartley won. Dylan Hartley, if that is an international, it's possibly a yellow card, depending on how the game has been played. Up to that point, the game had been played pretty clean. I think it was just incidental. Penalty at most in my eye, but I can see some referees giving yellow, but it is a questionable call. The non-try, very stupid, definitely try. Rabat Slimani though, you see him line him up, look at the player and put his shoulder side of the head, and Dylan Hartley's reaction is like, fuck, that hurts. I shouldn't really swear, but you can see he's definitely shaken by it because he reels away. It looks like he could possibly be concussed from that. Why he wasn't given an HIA, considering the contact, it's on the big screen. The referee goes, no, I feel it's shoulder to neck. If he's been hit in the neck with a shoulder, that can fucking kill someone. I am sorry. That is just a yellow card. No, that is a ban. If that is any other sport, that player is getting a lengthy suspension. If that is rugby league, shoulder charge has been outlawed for a while, he will be put on report and he will get cited. If that is ice hockey, hits the head, he will be put on report and he will have to go to the Department of Player Safety. American football we're not going to go into because that's just men with body armour who have no idea how to tackle. They want to kill each other. That's another sport. If that is lacrosse, another contact sport, I know it's a very rare one that I don't normally talk about. That is actually a suspension. Soccer football. We'll say soccer for the Americans and the Canadians who watch this channel, and the Australians. If someone leads with an elbow like that, like an Andy Carroll did at West Ham in the week, he's off. He's done, and he's getting a suspension. Anything shoulder or elbow to the head, you're off. It's simple. And just yellow, 10 minutes in the bin. What? And then the final yellow card in the scrum. No prior warning is given that there is going to be an escalation from just penalties and free kicks to bidding someone. Now, normally, the ref will give a team warning. If this is cumulative penalties across the board as well, of which both sides were guilty of in their 5 metre zone, in the red zone as it's called, at no point does the ref go up and say, next offence is I'm putting someone in the bin. Does it? Also, there was a couple of brawls near the Clermont line in the second half when, in one of them, I don't know who strikes the punch, but you see, on the ground, Northampton player face down, he is facing away, he is defenceless. Clermont player, cocked arm, straight in like that. Deliberate, I'm going to smash you in the back of the head. And there were several of these where they're definite attempting eye gouges, dirty little jabs. Now, Rugby Union wants to get that out of the game, and that is fine. I do miss a bit of the old rough and tumble. I do like it getting a bit heated because it gets the fans involved and it gets the passion up, and then suddenly you get fiery games and intensity. This game started lacking that. So for the first 60 odd minutes, he seems to be reffing in favour of Clermont or Verne. This is where all the yellow cards come in. In the last 15-20, he seems to favour Northampton when the game is gone. Now, I want referee. I get it. Referees get calls wrong. And they do. Officials do. We get on their backs, but they do make mistakes. They are human. But when the mistake is on the big screen, and you still go with your mistake saying, no, he's hit him here. No, it's kind of obvious he's hit him there. I don't care that Clermont were at home. If that was the European final, however, wow, what happens? Because I don't think either of these sides are going to get to the final somehow. Clermont might, but Northampton are playing really badly. I'm not going to lie. They did do better today, and they gave it a good fist. And towards the end of the second half, it was pissing down with rain. So, ball handling goes out the window. It's a bar of soap now. It's a bar of soap. Anyway, regardless of that, some of the refereeing was not just mistakes, but questionable if it was legitimate. That's what I'm saying. That's my personal opinion, and that's what I've read. I've read a lot of Northampton fans are going, the referee was shite. Oh, good God, what is this ref doing? Clermont fans going, well, he's not consistent. Neutrals like me going, there is something definitely amiss here. As a neutral, as sitting outside the box, I have no interest in who wins this because I don't particularly support either side. In fact, I don't really have a club side to support. I just like watching rugby. I have a soft spot for London Irish, and a soft spot for Harlequins. My dad was a Harlequins fan, and I lived near the Medeski, I dated a girl from Sunbury, so I was near their training ground. So I have a soft spot for London Irish, and I have a soft spot for Quins because my dad was a Quins fan all his life. So if they were to play a game, I would be more interested. If one of them were playing, I would probably go for the London Irish. My team ain't playing. I have no interest in these two teams. I'm just interested in the game. And what I saw was not just poor refereeing. I wouldn't call it refereeing, I'll call it match fixing. I would honestly say something a bit more amiss than just missing a few calls. I really would. Because the fourth official's been involved in 3 of them. The disallowed try, that it should be a try, read the rule book, that is obvious, that's a given. The first yellow card for Dylan Hartley. Whether the referee has gone in his mind, this guy's got previous for foul play. Maybe. But then again, you should take that out and be objective and look at the play and how the defender or the guy in the ruck has just decided to walk away from it and refuse to take the contact. The fact that his teammate is just getting up in the wrong position, he should roll completely away from it, and he decides to sit there. Oh, I'm sorry, you deserve to be clonked in the head if you're going to sit there like a lemon. You should roll away as quick as possible and get back in the defensive line or help with the clear out. No, I'm just going to sit there. So that should be refereeing what you see. Rather than refereeing to the fans. The Morgan Parrott is deeply, deeply disturbing, considering that one player has gone off with a serious shattered leg, right, badly broken leg, and it took a good 10-15 minutes to stretcher him off. It really did delay the game, really did, very serious. And then another serious one, but then he lets him come back on when he's clearly unfit to do so. Regardless if he looks alright on his feet, he was actually out cold and had to be sort of on a bit concussed off the pitch. It was so obvious that you're not now obeying the rules of the game, that the health and safety side of it. This is a very dangerous sport. The red card that should have been, that wasn't, and then the second yellow, and then the brawls in the second half that weren't properly officiated. And also the missed foot in touch before the try for Northampton. There were many things, and the linesman was right next to that and could see that he was half a foot over the line, did not give it. So the whole officiating team at that game are at fault for a lot of calls. The TV ref has wrongly disallowed a try and wrongly only called for a yellow and agreed with the on-pitch referee, even though it is clearly a shot to the head. It really is. It was a disgraceful shot to the head. Sod that Ugo Monya and the other commentator were like, well, that should be a red. That's a deliberate shoulder charge. No, it was not just a shoulder charge. It was, I'm going to try and kill you. That should be a lengthy ban there. A lengthy sighting. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Please like and subscribe. Please leave comments below. I'm going to go get ready for ice hockey. I'll have some ice hockey videos up later about the game and my viewpoint on that. And apparently I missed a belter last night against London. The London Racers versus Bristol Bees. Apparently that was a end-to-end belter, and it was misconducts and fight and all sorts. But I missed a belter last night, so hopefully tonight is going to be in the same vein, and they can keep their not being defeated in regulation streak going. I don't know how long they can. I have another video coming up for you before I leave on Slaven Bilic. I will promise you that, because that's an interesting one from my point of view, as also as a sports fan in general. And thanks for watching.